Okay, I am back. Back with more videos. This time I'm gonna be talking about the decline of, well, I'm gonna be talking about the channels mainly of Dish cable and stuff. So in a way, this is kind of I'm gonna make this probably an RIP video. I had one last year. I'm not doing them very often, but I'm gonna go ahead and I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and make this an RIP video. I wasn't gonna do that as soon as I started the video, but I'm like, as soon as I started it, I got to this page, I'm like, it'd make more sense to make this an RIP series. So, what happened to cable and dish? Why is it declining? And I will be doing this with streaming services in the future too, but why is it declining? What happened? Well, I'm here to talk about that right now. And I'm trying to work on making thumbnails for my videos too. I still haven't mastered that yet. It's hard to do all this on my phone. Be nice if my computer would work. I'm having a problem logging into it. I can't get time to... Well, it's not my computer, it's Daddy's, but Daddy can't get a hold of Will, so we can't take it to Will, so yeah. So I'm trying to work on doing thumbnails on my phone. Hopefully it doesn't put too many apps on my phone and slows it down. But anywho, this is the... So what happened? What happened to cable and dish? Why are they declining? Well, here's the thing. See, originally before there were streaming services, there was cable and dish. And they were the main sources of that. Or you could just go watch DVDs. But what's happening is, see, streaming services are cheaper than cable and dish were. So what's happening is that they're declining because they're so expensive. So yeah, they're so expensive, and people, like, even the channels on there, like Nickelodeon, and Disney Channel, and Cartoon Network are all declining. Because they're so expensive. That's the thing, they're so expensive and people are going to their streaming platforms instead. But the thing is streaming's becoming pretty expensive too, and it's more complicated. Trust me. In Arkansas, I watch DirecTV and I go to Arkansas. It is so much better than streaming. I'm not gonna lie, it's so much better. Yes, it's more expensive, but it's so easier to find everything you want to watch. Plus, here's the thing. With streaming is, I'm having a hard time, logging into certain streaming platforms like HBO Max and stuff, and Paramount Plus is messing up. I don't even care about Disney Plus. I was actually going to think about doing a reaction to the Ice Age movie and not watch it, like the new Ice Age movie, the second trailer, but I'm like, if I'm not going to watch it, what's the point of doing a reaction to, the movie? I mean, I'm going to do reactions to upcoming, movies and stuff, but I'm not going to do, probably any Disney ones, except for Pixar. But yeah, I'm gonna be so pissed if that Ice Age movie is a Blue Sky film. I'm gonna be so pissed because they fucking canceled an original film. I'm worried it's gonna be a Blue Sky film. I'm worried. They're gonna now count it as a Blue Sky film. If they do, I'm gonna be so pissed. But anywho, let's get back to this. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing other reactions to movies in the future. But yeah. But anywho, yeah, this is But yeah, this stuff is just declining. Streaming's becoming a thing. And what I'm worried about is streaming's going to fail at the end too. So where are we going to go to watch all this stuff at if streaming fails? I'm not saying they're all going to fail. I mean, Netflix will probably be still a thing. And you know, Paramount might still be a thing. But the thing is Disney is could probably decline. I mean, Disney, people are getting pissed off with Disney. And apparently they started off this year not very good, so I'm not looking forward to what's coming up for them in the future. But yeah, but everyone's going to their streaming platforms, and it's causing the cable and dish to collide. It's causing them to decline. Decline. Sorry, I said that wrong. But yeah, it's causing them to decline, and because you know it's cheaper. But the thing is it's getting more expensive, and I'm still waiting for Disney to raise the prices. Since they first announced it back in 2019, they've already raised their prices to $1 above what they used to have. See, Disney Plus was $6.99, now it's $7.99. I'm waiting for it to go even higher than that. I really am. Because Disney's losing money, so they're probably going to raise the prices on their streaming platform. They've already done it with Hulu. Live TV and stuff's way more expensive than it once was. So I'm waiting for them to do that with Disney Plus too. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of streaming platforms, to be honest. If cable and dish wasn't so freaking expensive, I would totally do that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would. A lot of people would pay for cable and dish over streaming platforms if it wasn't so expensive. But it's so expensive. It really is. And yeah, streaming platforms are also, they're cheaper, but the thing is, if you combine them together, you're basically paying for cable or dish with just a couple channels. Because let's face it, you're probably only watching a few channels. See, Disney Plus, owns 20th Century Fox because, Disney owns that. So you could probably go on, if you don't want to watch Disney content or Fox content, you could just pick one or the other. You can just go to Dish or cable for that, because you can get certain deals on stuff there. Because Disney owns ESPN, FX, Disney Channel, Disney Junior. Well, Disney Channel and Disney Junior probably be the same thing, so they would count towards the same thing. But then they own like ABC Family and Natural Geographics. So if you don't want to watch all that, you can just pick certain channels on Dish and cable. So you're basically starting to pay for as much as that stuff as you are with others. So yeah, I think this is just gonna backfire at the end. I can see this backfiring at the end with streaming platforms. I really can. Because they're all leaving Netflix, creating their own streaming platforms, probably because it didn't work out with Netflix very well. For about 10 years they were all with Netflix, and then they started leaving it. As soon as Nickelodeon, Nickelodeon was like the first, I think, one to leave Netflix. I think their content, there was still some on there, but a lot of it was just gone. But to be honest, as soon as I started seeing Netflix losing Nickelodeon years ago, I was like, yeah, I see the streaming platforms not failing at the end, because I just saw it. I saw them they were eventually going to create their own platforms or something, and I just saw it all coming. Occasionally I buy DVDs that I really like at Hastings or something, but as soon as Netflix lost all their Nickelodeon content, I decided to go to Hastings and get all my movies there. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure everything else is going to leave Netflix too eventually. Surprisingly, it took so long. But yeah, But I mean, the price is not the only thing, that's causing cable and dish to decline. It's also, the creativity that these channels had. See, Moose and Z were on Nick Jr. They were the mascots. It made Nick Jr. feel so, unique and stuff. I'll probably make a video about talking about them and Playhouse Disney and all of that combined in the future when I get better at improving my videos. But yeah, basically, it was more creative. Playhouse Disney and Disney Junior felt so more creative. It felt more unique. Honestly, Nick Jr. was my favorite of them all. It was my favorite. But yeah, the thing is though, is they changed all this stuff up, including Boomerang. Boomerang got a completely new makeover, and it was freaking lame at the end. Because that's what made that stuff stand out compared to streaming platforms, was the unique channels. See, if Disney, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon would all do this stuff and bring back this stuff, that would make it so much more unique and fun to watch the stuff. But it just feels like generic. The channels all feel generic now and the same. See, if they would change them up a bit and bring back, like Nickelodeon would bring back Moose and Z on Nick Jr. They don't have to bring back Noggin, because that's what Moose and Z, I think, were originally on, I think. Unless Nick Jr. was around. Because it went from Nick Jr. to Noggin and back to Nick Jr., so I don't know. But if they could bring them back, that would make, Nick Jr. more unique. If they could bring back Boomerang, the original Boomerang, well, at least the old one. I don't know if it was the original, but the early 2000s one, that would make Boomerang more unique again, too. I'm just saying, this is all declining, and it's just not doing very good. Everyone's going to streaming platforms. Well, I kind of want Dish again, honestly. I really do. I want Dish. Because as much as you're paying for all these streaming platforms, you could be buying Dish or something. You could just get a good deal. Dish or cable or something. Now, I pass through a lot of houses, and I still see people, having Dish satellites and stuff. Now, I'm not sure if they're still using it, because we had our Dish satellite for years until we redid the roof, and then we got rid of our Dish satellite. We had it for I think, we had it for 3 years, because we did the roof and we got rid of it. So some of these people may have it and not even use it. But on the other hand, here's the other hand with this. Hotels and stuff still use this stuff. So that's probably what's keeping that stuff in business. I don't know. They probably use it still because streaming platforms, only a certain amount of people can watch the stuff at a time. So that's why they have, that DirecTV and Dish and stuff in the hotels still. Because of that. Because, if too many people are watching a streaming platform at a time, it'll cause it to not work right. But I don't know, this is basically the RIP series. I don't do this very often. Eventually, I'll probably start doing it more often down the road if I can improve my channel a bit, improve it. But it'd be better to use a computer, honestly, for this stuff. But I don't know when the computer's going to get fixed, so that's why I'm not Let's Playing games right now, because I don't know when it's going to get fixed. Anywho, this is Dashell Rose. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys did. Again, hopefully, maybe Dish and cable will maybe get better, and Honestly, because I don't want to get stuck with streaming platforms. I really don't. I'm one of the few people who actually hate them. I hate streaming platforms. I'm tired of there being content all over the place. Like, each streaming platform has their own studio, but their studio puts, like, stuff all over the place, so you gotta, like, subscribe to fucking multiple different streaming platforms to watch the shit. And it just sucks. But in the future, I'm gonna do more RIP series. And it's gonna be a little while before I do Family Guy again, because Family Guy, I'm taking about 2 weeks off because I want to see how the views go. Because if they go up high enough, like in the 30s or 40s, on my playlist, because I create a playlist, then maybe I'll go back to doing Family Guy again. But that's only if they do really well. Anywho, this is Dash Show Rose. Please subscribe for more content and videos. Let's see if we can hit 77 subscribers by the end of this month. Anywho, this is Dash Show Rose out.